Gentle Practices for Self-Love and Empowerment. August 27, 2014. A very soft and gentle love excludes from the angelic kingdom guided by the cosmic goddess beings. This love is so seemingly mild and delicate that it could be completely ignored and dismissed for being weak or not holding the presence of power expected from the Creator's vibration of love. It is this love vibration which holds power in its gentleness and delicate vibrations which require your focus and openness to accept and recognize the love. Guided by the cosmic goddess beings, the angelic kingdom are emanating a love vibration as healing and further awakening for those ready to embrace a greater presence of love in their realities. As if the angelic kingdom is singing a beautiful cherished lullaby, whispering it only into the universe of the Creator to souls who are ready to receive. This is the love vibration being transmitted now. It is so sacred, holy, cherished, and treasured, holding such profound wisdom, energetic codes, and enlightening insights seeping so gently as if not wishing to disturb anything, simply finding its way to where it needs to be. This love is youthful, innocent, pure, and subtle, so it requires and asks those ready to acknowledge a purer aspect of love within them to call it forth to be enveloped. While this love wave is intended for every soul and will reach every soul with divine timing, in this instant it is being called forth by souls upon the earth who are awake, aware, and mastering their being, loving themselves and others unconditionally, and yet still experiencing stagnation or resistance to fully embracing themselves, life, and the Creator in order to experience freedom from issues of pain or seemingly immovable energy. Do not discriminate or doubt your worthiness to receive this love vibration, for it is flowing to support your needs, bringing a greater sense of freedom and a release to your being and reality. Imagine, acknowledge, or sense yourself receiving this wave or mist of love from the angelic kingdom akin to a lullaby, whispered so gently, the love embraces you. You may hardly feel, sense, or acknowledge it, but as its presence grows around you and you connect with and open your heart chakra to the energy, you may be touched by its innocence and purity, as if witnessing the most sacred blessing of your being in the Creator. It is akin to the first breath of love from the Creator, so nurturing and nourishing even though it may seem weak and faint. It is deeply precious and valued by you and your soul. You may wish to say, I am worthy of receiving the gentle subtle lullaby whisper of love guided by the cosmic goddess beings from the angelic kingdom. I recognize the purity and preciousness of this vibration of love. As I open my heart through simply breaths moving in and out through my heart, I acknowledge that this love vibration reminds me of how precious, sacred, holy, and treasured I am on all levels of my being, especially the level of truth of the Creator within my being. In receiving this love vibration, I am ready to value, cherish, and treasure myself for the truth and pure love of my being eternally present. Thank you. The energy of the angelic kingdom guided by the cosmic goddess beings who are representatives of the holy feminine vibrations in existence within all, send this message upon a gentle wind that may be ignored or unvalued by some because it doesn't hold a powerful impact. On the contrary, its impact is immensely powerful as you are asked by your own being, as you call for this energy to gently and humbly remind yourself of the immense value of your soul and your sacred presence upon the earth. It is a time of encouragement to recognize the divine within you, how subtle and powerful you are, and how treasured and pure your being is. The angelic kingdom and cosmic goddess beings come forth with a very powerful reminder to trigger and ask you to cherish and humbly appreciate yourself and divine essence. They ask that you call upon their energy using the above invocation, allowing their lullaby-like whisper love wave to surround you, entering into your heart chakra, activating, achieving, and healing all that is needed, thus creating an experience of freedom within your being. Remember, this energy is subtle, so you may not even recognize the shifts and healing taking place, and might be asked to simply hold faith and trust in the process and influence of the energy. Understanding this love vibration is almost impossible. It can simply be described as purity, so let yourself be free from the experience of understanding as you embark on this unification and activation. It is my wish to share with you gentle subtle practices and inspiration to aid the same subtle activations, shifts, and realizations within your being. It is the subtle shifts of energy, consciousness, and beliefs which have the greatest impact upon your spiritual ascension. This is why I, Mother Mary, come forth with such gentleness to support and assist you now. Often within our beings there is a resistance to noticing and accepting the gentleness, subtleness, and quietness of our energies, thoughts, actions, and healing or retuning processes. In many ways an unwillingness to recognize the power of such subtleties symbolizes a resistance to accept one's true spiritual power and magnificent divinity. By honoring and cherishing the subtle shifts of awareness, consciousness, healing, love, and self-acceptance within you, you awaken the greater power of your truth. Your heart chakra, in fact all of your chakras and your entire being are a synthesis of divine energy vibrations and aspects of the Creator. There is a synthesis of diversity and oneness within your being which can be challenging to recognize, especially when faced with the impact of separation which inhabitancy of a physical body can portray. I bring into the clarity of your mind and thought patterns the image of a tree trunk when it has been cut down and you are able to view within the trunk. You notice ring after ring extending from the core of the trunk, creating ever-flowing and expanding circle upon circle, each one valuable and yet creating a whole. Now I invite you to imagine your heart chakra in this way. In the center of your heart chakra would be the core which represents the Creator, then the next ring of light surrounding the core may be your soul group energy. The following ring could be the energy of your soul, then your personality. Imagine how many rings there may be, for there may be a ring for your angelic body and connection to the angelic kingdom, for your emotional body, the universal energies, cosmic energies, ascended master body, fairy body and so forth. The list of possibilities is endless because you are recognizing all aspects and parts of your being and energy. You are the Creator, so that includes everything, all energies upon the inner planes, and all vibrations of light. Through this practice you can simultaneously acknowledge the many aspects of your being, for example your vibration of abundance or perfect health, while recognizing yourself as a whole and unified being of light. You do not need to know the exact order of the rings of light, simply be inspired by whatever comes forth to be acknowledged. Begin by saying, I acknowledge, activate and accept the Creator. Imagine the core within your heart chakra as a source of the Creator. Then a new ring of light appears around the core. Acknowledge this ring with the same words and the energy it emanates. Please do not think of this as an exercise of discovery where you must give to yourself correct answers. Be inspired by what comes forth and enjoy the freedom of not needing to gain accuracy and understanding. Continue with this process for as long as you wish and notice how your entire being becomes filled with such supreme light which is simultaneously you and the Creator. As souls on the earth or the inner planes, our greatest gift and ability is to give and receive. We are always in the divine flow of the Creator, and therefore we have a natural ability to give and receive the Creator in abundance and plenty. This is a very powerful ability to recognize within your being as a natural talent you possess. With this recognition there is the understanding of needing to practice your ability. I wish to invite you to practice your ability in a sanctuary of safety, guided and supported by your guides and inner plane light beings. In this way there is no fear but only the experience. Allow yourself to think of or feel a guide, your community of guides, or an energy you wish to connect with. It can be an individual angel, master or guide, or a collective energy. Simply invite your chosen energy to be present with you. I invite, fill in the blank, to be present with me, to support, nurture, and nourish me, sharing your love, light, and wisdom with me. Thank you. Imagine, sense, or acknowledge the energy embracing you. Reach your hands out in a cup shape as a gesture of receiving. Let your hands be filled with light. Then place your hands flat on your heart chakra in a gesture of giving the energy to yourself and heart. The important key is your breathing, as this will intensify the process. As you receive with your hands cupped, inhale. Place your hands upon your heart chakra. Only when you feel your hands touching and in contact with your chest and heart chakra do you exhale, imagining the light flowing into your heart and entire being. Then inhale as you reach your hands out in front of you as you receive the light, Then exhale only when your hands have returned to your heart chakra. Then, continue in this motion for as long as you wish. You may feel your heart expanding, but you are practicing the ability of receiving and giving. To give to yourself is a very powerful process. It is also important to remember that receiving and giving can be an instant process. There is no need for you to wait for your cupped hands to be filled with light. It is instant as soon as you set the intention. This is also appropriate for your reality and experiences as well. Please know I am here supporting you eternally. I am Mother Mary. In divine blessings and love. Channeled through Natalie Glasson. www.omna.org